everyone, this is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research here at FXPRIMUS, bringing my North American opening market comment for Friday, July 15th. Well, there's not much action in the markets today so far. At midday in Europe, most currencies were trading almost unchanged from their European opening level. However, that may well change in a few hours as we have 5 major U.S. indicators coming out in the space of 2 hours. Most of them are expected to be weak, which could depress sentiment for the dollar. First up, and first in importance, is U.S. retail sales for June. Retail sales is always a big indicator for the U.S. since consumption makes up such a big part of the U.S. economy. There are several different ways to look at the retail sales data. If you're curious about what the difference is between the various measures, take a look at the article in the FX Glossary section of our website. In any event, this time they're all expected to be no better, and in some cases to be below the previous month figures, as retail sales continue to decline from April's high levels. That could damage sentiment for the dollar, which has been falling recently nonetheless. Next up is the Consumer Price Index, the CPI, which is expected to show almost no change in inflation. Retail gasoline prices rose, but automakers increased their discounts during the month. Moreover, the strengthening dollar and weak global manufacturing activity continue to depress the prices of imported goods. Now, this isn't the inflation gauge that the Fed watches, but the market does pay attention to it. Little change in the index could mean little impact on the FX market. The Empire State Manufacturing Index for July will be important in that it's usually the first of the regional Fed surveys to come out and at least a month ahead of most of the other data being released, which is for June. It's expected to fall modestly, but to remain in positive territory. Nonetheless, the decline may add to the negative sentiment that the retail sales figure is likely to engender. On the other hand, looking at last month's Empire State survey, it would be natural to expect overall industrial production to rise in June, and that's exactly what the market expects, as auto production rose sharply in June and factory hours worked increased. This piece of good news could counter some of the other bad news and help the dollar to find a base. Finally, the U of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index is expected to fall modestly. This one too is market affecting, and so investors still have to be on their toes when it comes out. This is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research at FXPRIMUS. Get more market insights on our education pages and turn your trading ideas into action with FXPRIMUS, the safest place to trade.